It's a long day. Thank you for coming. But we will continue with the presentation of FEP itself, so the European Parquet Federation, because maybe since Monday you are wondering what is this booth? They are not selling directly wood flooring parquet. What are they doing here? So the idea is really to give you some elements of what are we doing, what is FEP, and for some of you, why it would be interesting to join FEP as a full member if you are a European manufacturer of parquet, or as an associate member if you are supplying the industry. So let's go for it. Who are we? We have been created in 1956 in Germany, and it was a different time. We have evolved because of Europe and what was going on in Brussels, and so the federation now is based in Brussels because the main business is representing the industry, the parquet sectors, towards the European institution, Commission, Parliament, and so on. This is the part, and to support, of course, the sector. If we are looking at the figures from our last General Assembly in June, we are 91 members, and among them 58 manufacturers, 8 national associations representing in their respective countries the European manufacturers of parquet, and 25 suppliers to the sector with interesting products. Our members are present in 23 countries, so when we are talking about Europe, we are also talking about Europe large definition. This is in fact the World Health Organization definition, so it's more than the EU. And we have all the main players of the sectors with us, but we are always eager to have more members, of course. So as I said, the core business is first the representation at European level. And you can see here the active follow-up and different topics on which we are working. We talk about circularity, we talk about industrial deal, clean industrial deal, all the new housing construction strategy that are published right now at European level, what is concerning the raw materials, so forest, biodiversity strategies. We have to answer a lot of public consultation from the European Commission, and of course the topic of the European deforestation regulation. So this one we know it, and we will come back to that because we have some result, at least for the time being. We are also following, and I'm considering that in the European and international initiative, some trade issues. So we are always for free trade, but fair trade. What we achieved at this level with the European institution recently? First of all, the fact that the needs of the industry are more and more heard. So I would say at the beginning, we had the Green Deal. We are not against that. We are sustainable and we want to show it. But the European regulation were going too far, too fast. And so we needed also that competitiveness is taken into account. We were also supported with the election 2 years ago, European election. We were supported by the Draghi report at European level. And finally, we got an industry competitiveness to complement the Green Deal. So there is this consideration that if you want to be sustainable, you still need an industry to be sustainable. What we have also achieved is the recognition of biotechnology and bio-based economy, and as parquet manufacturers, we are considered as bio-based economy as an important part of the industrial policy in Europe. And another result of our advocacy action, as FEP on its own or with some coalitions, is the further postponement of the European deforestation regulation. And we are working now on some revision, so again, to simplify it for everybody. That's a good point, and what we have also at European level, it's a lot of different initiatives. Just to give you an idea, this is all the kind of legislation that we have to cover, so going in every direction. So that's a lot. We have a lot of commissioners with overlapping responsibilities, not always aware, of course, of the complexity of our supply chain, and some contradicting expectations, meaning that we have there's a strong focus on recyclability, but first and foremost, we should say that we have longevity, we have a long life product. So sometimes maybe they can consider first things before looking at recyclability. We don't exactly know what they are doing. Are they still trying to fight climate change, or do we have to switch to adaptation? And also, they are looking more at keeping the carbon in the forest and not thinking about the fact that we are storing carbon under our feet in our product and in other wood-based products, of course. So for the regulation, as I said, as FEP, we are present at the Commission. We have a seat in the deforestation platform where we have meetings, but we were also very active in a coalition with all the associations with the different products concerned by the European deforestation regulation. It's not only wood product, it's also rubber, for instance, cocoa, and so on. So we are working with this huge coalition to have the result that we have found that new postponement, simplification, and maybe more in the pipe. We will continue this activity in the next weeks. What we are doing also for our members, it's information. Digesting this move, we have a very hectic fall with some rollback in the Commission, so we inform the member of what is going on. Also, when the Commission is organizing webinars to teach every operator on what to do, we are informing you, and we are also answering the questions of our members on this not so simple topic. I won't go into details on that. The presentation will be available on request, so you can drop me a mail. You will see my contact. They are also on the table, and then we have more leaflets where you can see also how to contact us. So we can send you that afterwards. So that's in a nutshell that we postpone simplification, less to do in terms of due diligence statement. And we are also inviting our members to work with us, so to report their issues, so we can then relay them to the Commission and to try to improve the final regulation that will be implemented. Then we have the trade issues, and something very important at the FEP level, and a breakthrough result for us recently. This is the anti-dumping case. So we had a problem of multi-layer wood flooring coming from China with, for us, an impossible price. And so we see this problem, and we finally decided, with a number of FEP members, to react under the umbrella of FEP, and we started with a feasibility study. And you can see the timing. I mean, we started during the summer 2023, so it's a long process. It's a hard-working process to invest in that. But we had enough elements to file a complaint, and we did that with specialized lawyers, of course, because you need to follow a very specific methodology. But there is also some data where we need the guarantee of confidentiality. We filed this complaint, and with 26 participants at the FEP level, also extra support for some of our associate members. And we coordinated this case, some support, some resources. We are working also as FEP on this. And we got an investigation on May 2024. And then provisional measure in January, and finally definitive measures last summer, so published in the European Official Journal with a retroactivity. So meaning that during mid-October 24 until mid-January 25, all the imports coming from China for this product were registered. And when there is retroactivity, the final rate, the final duty, is also applied to this quantity. So it's quite an amount of money. And finally, I would say for all companies, so there are, in all anti-dumping cases, you have different rates for different companies, but for all of them that have participated to the case and they have reacted to the European Commission survey. But for China in general, we have 36.1% since last summer. There were no appeal on these definitive duties. But we see also some elements, so price absorption, maybe circumvention. So we are following that and we are ready to go again to the Commission to say if we are still in trouble in this situation and to continue to act on it. So that's the situation. It's something that shows us that we can act as a united industry, that we can have a common objective and to progress on that. So we are proud of it. We think that there are still a lot to do, but that was one of the results of the association for its members. The situation in the US is also something that we are following for our members. Of course, we all know that it's beyond our power. We never know what can be the next day. So I put on this slide that we were, for our product, 15% since a couple of months. But if you have some soldiers on the Greenland right now, you will have again a 10% extra. So difficult to say things, and yes, very difficult also to predict what will come. Same thing, they don't like UDR, so if UDR is not simplified further, we can imagine that we will have again a reaction in general on all products. So that's a difficult one to follow. At the same time, we have also to inform and follow and lobby at European level to have some instrument used by Europe to avoid that. What is, because we are not, as European countries, the only touched by the higher rate of custom, but there are other countries, and they can just display their imports to their exports to Europe. So we need also that Europe is protecting us. So there are some instruments that they can use, but we need them to use. So that's also something that we are following and influencing. We are part of DigiTrade, so this is one part of the European Commission, Market Access Advisory Committee, so meaning that each time one of our members has a problem when exporting in a country outside of Europe, we can help him to find a solution and report the barrier to trade, and different topics are covered every month with this committee, and so we can also follow all these topics and inform our members in return. So as I said, we work in different coalitions, so not only as FEP, because we are not the biggest sector, of course. We have some ad hoc coalitions, so for instance, as I said, the big one on UDR, but we have other ones. Wood for real, the aim is that we don't want that the term wood or of a wood species is misused. So when it's wood, it should be wood. It should not be a wood imitation. Or if it's the case, you have to say it's wood-like product, something like that. So this is something that we are following in this coalition with other kind of wooden product. We are working on two levels. So on the political level, it's having something as a legal framework. So by the transposition of the ongoing consumer for the green transition European directive at national level. So once you have this legal basis, the consumers can react. The consumers associations can make some complaint. Additionally, we will start now within the coalition to have some package to say, okay, maybe the staff of our company, maybe the consumers can also help us to react. So they will have some template also to express each time there is something wrong, and so can make a claim on that. So we'll also relay this package to our members. Another coalition is Super Choices Coalition. Here it's a coalition of 14 associations and 6 supporters, forest-based bioeconomy sector, and it's really to have the bioeconomy on the agenda of the European authorities. And this is something that we have reached in the pre-industrial deal. We are having meetings with commissioners, for instance, in September with Jessica Roswell for sustainability. And we have also a map of innovations where you can find 2 of our members that are showing what they can do. And it's always to convince the European authorities that we are an interesting sector to promote. There's a strategic paper and there is also a dedicated website. Then for the platform, European Wood Policy Platform, this is for the construction. So really the sustainable use of wood in the construction sector. One, pan-European, and they say they started at 6, it's early. And we are also active there. So with this construction, it's replacing again the topic at European level, not only the EU, but the really big area. We are also working on so that was for the European policies. Then we have all the technical topics. So we are present in the CNTC 175-433, this is the European organization. We are also present in the international ISO standardization, and one of our most important topics right now, you know that we have the construction product regulation. We talk about the CE mark, and we are translating the new directive into requirements for the industry. So that's it. So the chairman will act wonderfully. So that's one of the topics. And also we work on security. So we hope to come with security guidelines in very soon. What are we doing too? It's statistics. So for our members, thank you. So for another thing that we are doing for our members, it's the development of market data, so statistics. First of all, we have every year a report which is shared with our members during the General Assembly and Congress. I won't comment, I have quite a number of slides on this. I won't comment this, thank you, Chairman. We need you. But I won't comment these figures, but you have in the leaflet exactly the same graph, the same figures, so you can see that it's for 2024, and in June we will talk about 2025. So that's for the market, so you can see these are those you can find in the press release, so it's public information, but of course in the report for our members you have details per country. We have also another initiative regarding statistics, because once a year, so having the figures in June for the year before, it's interesting. We can see the trends, but some of our members, they would like something more and bigger at a frequent time. So we have a processus, which is the quarterly statistics. FEP members, voluntary FEP members, they are just sending their sales data per country to a bailiff. So it's confidential, I'm not saying these figures, and the aggregated figures are shared with the participating companies only. So that's something to follow the trends more frequently, and that's also interesting. We have several press releases per year, and 4 of them are giving estimation of what is going on the market. So there will probably be one before the end of the month, and then there are also other ones on other topics. Marketing surveys, you have seen if you have attended a presentation of Torbjörn that they were showing some slides from this from the last one that we did in 2023, something that we are making from time to time, and it's really looking at some questions. So it's why are you buying market? Why not? Why you started to think about market but finally you didn't buy, or you buy? So that's the question that we can have, and that's something that we are making as a project and which is available for our members. We are communicating also directly to the end consumer. We have the website, of course, but then we have the Rewood initiative. So there it's really saying that the top layer of your product is really wood. You have this logo, the Rewood one. We have a dedicated website. We are comparing what you are saving as carbon, what you are storing in your pocket according to the number of square meters. two other, I would say, human activities. There is a movie, and all this material can be used freely by our members to show that the sustainable solution for flooring is parquet. And so far we have 55 certified manufacturers. We have also the parquet refinishable program, which is more recent. So this one is to say, okay, you have parquet, so by definition you have a top layer of at least 2.5 millimeter. So you have the possibility to sand this top layer, so you can refinish. So you can give a longer life to a very long life product already. You can also change the style, change the look. So that's also something interesting for a product. This is a program we have developed with our American colleague from the National Wood Flooring Association. And there is also a possibility for suppliers, associate members, to support the program. And so far, this is Bona who is supporting us. And you can see that I think we are 25 certified members. Another one is in the pipe, so because I have to check the sample, they are already in my offices. So that will be for next week. A new thing is Domotex, so we are taking this opportunity to thank Domotex Deutschemes for giving us this opportunity to be present on the booth on the FEP lounge. So it's also a new way to communicate, and we will assess if it's a one-shot or if we will continue something like that. So it's also a way to be present, to be visible to our members, potential members, stakeholders, consumers. At this occasion, we revise our leaflet. So that's a new way of communicating for us. We are also communicating directly to our members through the newsletters, through press releases. I also already mentioned the one on the market. Articles, we are present in Market Magazine and I Love Parquet. Thank you for being here. And we are present in the press and our members too. Then another point for our members is the General Assembly and Parquet Congress, so always in June. We are in the city, so last year we were in Stockholm, and we were almost 100 participants. It's always a gala dinner, then you have a whole day of meeting with the General Assembly and the Congress, and then a get-together dinner that is just giving us possibility for networking, enjoying also life. You have coffee breaks and lunch, of course, during the day of the meeting. So this is something that we are proposing to our members. And this year, we will be in Madrid on 11-12 June. So we hope to see a lot of members and even new members there. So this is all the things we are doing. So we consider that it's pretty interesting to join FEP as a full member or as an associate member. We are always eager to get more people. The more we are, the best we represent the industry. So if you are interested, you can see, if I have a question, I'm coming to that, but you can see here my contact details. I can give you my visit card. You have that also behind the leaflet. So feel free to contact. I'm still around tomorrow, so feel free to come to me and to discuss, or to drop me a mail, and I will come back to you regarding that. So if you have any question, but if not, first of all, I'm thanking you for your attention, because I would say that at the beginning I thought that I will do it for myself, this presentation. So as I said, I'm thanking Domotex for the opportunity to be there, so thank you. And maybe I will have also, I'm thanking all the members that are FEP members that are around us. Those who came to give a presentation, there will be again one tomorrow. And I would like to thank also my support here. So I would like to thank the team from the bar, and also Niels, the technician, that was very helpful. And I would like that each meeting I have someone as gifted and no problem, I would say, which is not always the case. So I thank them, I thank you for your attention, and now we will make sound also, we will boost. So we will have sound, this is the happy hours, So please have a drink and thanks very much.